Sandy and Boney didn't even know each other when each had decided that they had a personal mission to rescue girls. They met and their visions merged. Light of Hope was born right in Plymouth, Minnesota. They decided on Boney's hometown of Naivasha, Kenya, where there were trusted people who could help there while Boney and Sandy worked here. Together they developed their vision to create a home and school for oppressed, abused, and abandoned girls. Those girls who, like in so many developing countries where women are undervalued, were being thrown away, trafficked, or left to repeat the endless cycle of early childbirth and lifelong poverty. They began to raise money to bring their vision to life. By 2004, they had raised enough money to buy land. By 2005, Light of Hope existed as a viable, real, non-profit home and school. One small building, a teacher and a caretaker. By the end of that year, they were able to rescue 6 young girls. The number of girls grew as the facility grew. By 2006, they had rescued another 20 girls. It all balances on the wonderful people and organizations who donate their time and money. They started with temporary classrooms, and generous donors provided electricity, a well. They were able to start a library for the girls. More of the basics were constructed. By 2010, close to 60 girls had been rescued. Generous donors had provided a medical building. What a wonderful world. And a modern toilet and shower facility. They began organic gardening. Wonderful donors continued to provide. A huge milestone, classrooms and office space. Each girl now had her own uniform. A second dorm was constructed. The older girls could now sleep separately from the very young. Even the animals were being provided for. What a wonderful world. Visitors to Light of Hope help in so many ways. The sidewalks were needed to keep the heavy mud out of the classrooms. The water needed to be purified to protect the girls' teeth. A real library. In 2013, another major gift, Wokovu Hall. This new dining hall and gathering place and complete kitchen again transformed the girls' lives at Light of Hope. The facility was enclosed to ensure the safety of these vulnerable children. A huge milestone. 2013 brought Light of Hope's first high school graduates. The home and school has become an exceptional facility. It even won an environmental award. During 2016, Light of Hope supporters developed and implemented a leadership program for the high school girls. A water recycling plant was built, continuing Light of Hope's environmental responsibility. And one more huge milestone, a large new dormitory was built and girls began moving in. By the end of 2016, there were 95 girls at Light of Hope. Every one of the girls coming into Light of Hope is greeted with a joyful welcome and immediately embraced by her new sisters, reassuring her that she will be safe and happy. In 2017, solar energy was installed. A laundry facility was built. No more washing clothes and sheets outside in buckets. More time for schoolwork. And the medical building began being furnished and becoming functional. Girls were graduating and moving out into their communities. They were the living proof that feeding and educating a girl during her vulnerable years allows her to transform into a woman ready to become a valuable member of her community. First envisioned back in 2004, Light of Hope has rescued, educated, and supported over 100 girls. The beauty of Sandy and Boney's vision is that it doesn't just help Kenya or Africa or even just developing countries. It helps the world because it stops the cycle of poverty and oppression, which fosters desperation and vulnerability to hatred and ultimately terrorism. The women who will come out of Light of Hope will be part of the betterment of the world. They each will have stopped a cycle of poverty and oppression that can never get a foothold again.
I see trees of green and red roses too. I'll watch them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself,